Hey, what's up? This is Max from Splice, and oh my god. Hey, what's up? This is Max from Splice, and today I'm going to take you through 3 unique and interesting ways to use a vocoder using Arturia's new Vocoder V. These are going to be relatively beginner tips, but even if you're an advanced producer, hopefully you'll find a little bit of inspiration in this video. So let's check it out. Right, so the first one that we'll do is vocoding our drums. So this is a really interesting way to add some harmonic content to our rhythmic parts and make it all glue together really nicely. I learned this trick actually from the musician Baths at an interstation at Power Station Studios a couple of years ago. Although he used a resonator and a return track, this is kind of the same idea. So I have this drum loop for an example. Sounds something like that. I have it running into the vocoder, and if I play a little bit of stuff on here, I will show you how that sounds. Now, I probably wouldn't have it all the way up, 100% wet. I think if I'm doing this, I would probably put it a little bit closer to like 10 or 20% just to add a little bit of flavor. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, so that's really cool, or even less if you want, but it's just nice to fill out the harmonic content of your track a bit. Right, so the second technique that we'll try is using your vocoder to fill out any melodic content that you have and make like a texture out of it. So not just for vocals, not just for drums, you can use this with whatever. I have a guitar loop here, and let's imagine that we're in a break section and I just want it to be a little bit more reinforced. Right, so it sounds something like that. You'll see that I've taken out a lot of the lower frequency bands, and I'm going to play in just very, very simple notes to reinforce the existing guitar track. So that would sound something like this. Let me add a little bit of dry wet. Right, so that's super nice just to layer with your existing audio, or you could even, as you see when we push the mix button or the mix knob all the way up, that'll help us make it into its own instrument entirely. Third technique we'll talk about today is disguising your own voice using a vocoder. So interestingly enough, it's not super practical today because text-to-speech options would probably be a lot easier than doing this, but vocoders were originally used in the 1930s. One of the original uses was to disguise a voice in an audio transmission. So we'll just take a quick look at how we might do that. Okay, so I have a pretty simple vocoder patch loaded up, and really all I need to do is play some MIDI into here. I'll just stay on one note to increase intelligibility and turn this on, and you'll see that I can pretty effectively disguise my voice.
At this point, since all the timbre characteristics of my voice are different, you would not be able to tell I'm actually speaking, and in fact, I can even confuse the listener by changing the format of my voice, making it maybe a little bit higher or a little lower. That's kind of interesting to play around with as well. Some vocoders even have some old outdated hardware vocoders have a gender knob where you turn it toward male for lower and female for higher. Just an interesting fun fact.
Cool, so I hope you enjoyed these 3 interesting ways to use a vocoder, trying it on drums, making textures and filling stuff out, and disguising your own voice. Did you try them? Did you like them? Do you have other stuff that you normally do with the vocoder? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.